Our inventory tool, our plastic inventory tool, helps organizations to really effectively address plastic pollution and reduce their plastic footprint. And the thing is, as we all know from our own bank accounts and money, what gets measured gets managed. But the thing is, there are no such systems when it comes to plastics. No one knows actually what goes through. So this is where our tool comes in and why we developed this tool to make plastics, well, visible, measurable, and then also, of course, because of that, reducible. And yeah, this is pretty much what we've been working with. And it really applies or can be applied to any organization. Of course, the more are on board, the merrier, because our databases get bigger and bigger, and we can just replicate best practices. So yeah, this is the most important part about the tool, I would say. So I think for cities, the biggest thing is that every city wants to be a role model, right? And every city wants to show and be just a best example of what people can actually do. And if cities can be role models, I think this can replicate very, very well into other areas as well. It can replicate into businesses, it can even replicate into private households, because if people know that at the higher levels, decisions are taken that acts or are being implemented for more sustainability, people will also feel more motivated. And then, of course, it can also spread to schools and to any other kind of organizations that are present in any municipality. And what really comes through with the tool is actually the fact that if we really capture all the plastics and really measure them, that we end up really addressing the biggest leverage points, which means that, for example, we don't focus on, I don't know, let's say the single-use plastic straw, which is, as per EU directive, forbidden anyways now, but we don't focus on that because we have seen it on the media, but we actually focus on the more impactful measures that we can also do more effectively. For example, what turns out to be a surprise to most municipalities or any office-based organizations actually are, for example, waste bags. That these things, they tend to be overlooked, but actually if you think about that each office maybe has such a waste bag and such a bin, that this has, if it gets replicated, it has a huge impact. Well, that is a really tough question. And I think the most important aspect of all sustainability measures is that this is backed up from a higher level. Because in the end, if it's not, there will always be super engaged people that are enthusiastic about implementing sustainability measures. But then, yeah, well, it kind of, if there is no support from above, it will just end up not as impactful, let's say. So I think if you have support from above, that makes things so much easier. If it's backed up from the higher levels, that is really important. So if you are working in some kind of higher management position, I think it is really important to be vocal about it and support such measures, because only if we got this systemic integration of any kind of sustainability measure, we will be successful with them.